Cheryl. Oh, Jan, hello. Cheryl, thank you for reposting. Oh, Zappy. We're living in paradise. How's paradise this morning? Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you this morning? Thank you for sharing. Hello, user 345. Samwise. Thank you for reposting, Zappy. Thank you for the follow. Morning. Are there gates in that pond? We haven't seen any. Kelly. Thank you. Morning, David. Good morning to YouTube and to TikTok. How are we today? Happy Sunday. Kelly, I'm fabulous. How are you? A rare view of your hair. Is it rare? It's a mess. My hair's a mess. Carol! Like literally, it's a big mess. Morning. What time is it? It's 8:10. 8:10. What? Someone said, guess what? What? 32 Fahrenheit in there. It was cold. Oh, Cheryl, no, thank you. It's warm here. Ow. We just had a drop of rain. No, Rebecca, don't say that. I wonder if the weather comes up or if the weather goes down in Florida. Oh my goodness, my eye. My job, I am a stay-at-home mum and I part-time content create and I earn money from TikTok and YouTube. You bought a $2 million house, did you? Well. Do I go live every morning? Most mornings, yes. Ow, my eye. Why is it my eye? It's constantly raining in the UK right now. How hot is it in Florida? I think it's like 18 degrees right now. Thank you, Sam. Samwise. That makes me feel like Samwise Gamgee when you say it. How did I afford it? Me and my husband worked for 4.5 years, working 5 jobs between us. Very, very hard, putting a lot of money away for 4.5 years. That is how people tend to afford things, is literally just sacrifice working stupidly and time. It's been a few days since I was on, but you changed the banner. I did, I changed the banner, but I can't make it any thinner. TikTok wouldn't allow me to make it any thinner, which is really irritating. How do you feel having to pay for a hospital bill? Well, I've never had to pay for a hospital bill. So whenever that one arrives, we'll let you know. Morning, Superman. You're in a blizzard. Eddie, are you in New York? We should check on our New York couple that we all follow on here. Good morning, my beautiful wife. Will you marry me? Sorry, I'm already married, but thank you. Happy Sunday. You're in New Jersey, yeah. Green screen, nope, this is my life. With the geese. Good morning, everyone on TikTok. Please make sure we're trying to tap that screen to get to 10K. Let's go. Why do I join the affiliate program? By affiliate program, you mean what? The content creator program? I'm in that. Was it a culture shock? Yes and no. In a good way, though. I live in South Jacksonville. Good morning from California. Hi! How you doing? I'm going to Denmark and Norway this summer. Ooh. How was the gymnastics comp? That's today. Yesterday was the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for my son. I posted a video about it this morning onto TikTok. Good morning to YouTube is here and TikTok is here. If everyone on TikTok can press that repost button as well, that'd be amazing. We've not done Disney yet. No. Will I go back to the UK? I don't think so. I think we quite love it here. How do the children in school react to your British accent? The children in school reacted to my kid's accent with intrigue and amazement and questions and friendship. Whereas when I moved to England from America when I was 7, I was bullied relentlessly. No, we haven't found a house yet. We are renting at the minute and we are purchasing this summer. Do I live in the Keys? No, I wish. The Keys is for rich people. My kids are in elementary school. Am I closer to Orlando or Miami? Orlando. We're in the north. You're not a list of content creators. Don't see any products on my page. I don't post products. It's not my jam. I don't post TikTok products. Thank you, Jay Chow. Hector smashed it yesterday. I was in shock. No joking, I was in shock. Why does everyone have an issue with an AI making my banner? I really don't understand that. What? Why is there an issue with AI making my banner? ChatGPT, I asked it to make me a banner. It made me a banner. Do I live in Tampa? No. Isn't natural disasters a worry for you? I'm from the UK and I want to go to the US, but natural disasters. Stop worrying about everything. Fear stops you doing everything. If it was fear was to win, you would be sat in your house with bubble wrap around you, not moving. No, Northeast Florida is some of the lower risk areas for hurricanes. Yay for Hector! Am I scared about safety? No. What about health medical bills? It depends on your insurance. Some insurance you pay zero. Some insurance you pay thousands and thousands of dollars. It depends on your insurance. I like the banner better. Thank you. Live one day at a time. Exactly. It's not even hurricane season yet. I don't know why everyone's panicking. You're so pretty. Thank you, Shannon. Am I 24? Ooh, no. 36. Do GUNs scare you? Because sometimes I think about that too, especially from the UK where they're prohibited. Well, they're not prohibited. My husband has been a GUN owner for the last 20 years. He owned about 4 GUNs in the UK. They're just different types of GUNs. So he owns more out here now. Am I scared of inanimate objects? No. Am I scared when someone who should not be in hold of said inanimate object is? Yes. But am I scared of them? No. Do I see them every day? No. I've not seen one GUN outside of my garage and the range. We're in South Jacksonville in Florida. We're in Florida. You look so young. Stop. YouTube's on a roll this morning. Thank you. Morning, Brandon. Cat Valentine, thank you for the follow. How often do I see alligators? I've seen one alligator in 7 months. Cuban Dave just became a super fan on TikTok. Cuban Dave! Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Welcome to the super fandom. Is that my garden? Yes. This is my garden. Good morning, YouTube. There are 50 of you on YouTube, 182 on TikTok. Good morning, everybody. I've been here for 7 months, and my name is Emily, by the way. If you're new here, hey, what's up? Have a think about subscribing on YouTube. Have a think about pressing that follow button over here on TikTok. If all of you could press the repost button, you click the share button and then the repost button. I'm here to answer questions, talk about things, talk about the move, talk about our lives, talk about whatever you want to talk about. All I ask is that you are polite. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the follows, guys. I like Saturdays and Sundays because they're busy in here. We've got new blood that comes in as well, new people that see my face. May I ask why did you decide to leave your home country? I hope it was something positive, or you had a home, or had your home become unrecognizable. No, we moved because A, we wanted to, B, income is significantly higher, taxes are significantly lower, the life that is offered to us here, we could never have lived in the UK, ever. And weather is better 90% of the year. So, have I ever picked a coconut from the tree? I don't think so. I don't think it has coconut. I don't know. Bongwater, good morning. I'm glad. Welcome. Much love. Thank you so much. American TV shows compared to British shows. American shows are always so dramatic. I think that's the one word. You eat beans on toast and crumpets? Nope. I really didn't eat beans on toast back in the UK. My husband liked to eat that. Morning, borderline. Morning. Was it expensive to move from Britain to the US? £14,500 to move UK to US. Four family of 4 with 3 dogs. If the dogs were not included, £9,500. Oh yeah, Corey, the lizards are my favourite out here. We're in Florida. You can live in my basement. No, I'm good. I'm gonna live right here. Thank you though. Hi from Palatka. Hello. Have I met Khloe Kardashian? She lives in Jacksonville. No. Do you think I would meet no. Did anyone watch the America's Next Top Model series? Not the series, the expose. I watched it yesterday and I was like, no. Is it hot? It's nice out at the minute. So sad about the 10k US, so about 10k US dollars. If it's a family of 4, about 19,000 US dollars with dogs. No one watches that lady. What lady? Ow. So my eye. Do you hide chickens in your basement? What a random question today. I don't have a basement in Florida. How long did it take you to move? 4.5 years. Hi Becca, we've lived out here for 7 months, Kieran. 7 beautiful months. Thank you for getting to 10k taps on TikTok, guys. We're over 200 people in the live. Yay! My numbers are back up. How much is £100 in dollars? $135. It's $1.35 per £1. What are the animals in the background? We have geese, we have birds, we have ducks, we have a woodpecker is somewhere here. We had a beaver this morning again. That beaver came back, guys. Do they accept euros in Florida? No. Vic, thank you for the follow. In Florida, you can't wear certain colours, I think, because of the gangs. I wear whatever colour I choose. Well, random. Basements in Florida are called swimming pools. That's correct, Bongwater. Kirsten, thank you for the follow. Good morning, everybody. If you're new here, hello. My name is Emily. I moved to Florida 7 months ago. And it's absolutely the best thing we ever did in my life. The nose piercing, though. What about it? I love my nose piercing. Do I wear yellow sundresses? Did I wear a yellow sundress last Sunday? No. I haven't worn a yellow sundress since last summer. So that was someone else you saw, not me. Do you own or rent? How much is it a month? We rent $3,300 per month. 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom, 3,000 square foot, A-rated neighborhood, A-rated school district. To buy this house is £400,000. So it's £2,500 rent, $3,300, £400,000 to buy, $560,000 to buy. I think my accent has changed? I don't think so. Lewis, thank you for the follow. Finally joining this side of the big water. Hey, and we love it. Kat, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for sharing, guys. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for reposting on TikTok. I really appreciate it. Penny, thank you for the follow. I'm half American. I was born and raised in America. Does that make the process a bit different for the future? Yes, Billy. I was born in Seattle. My dad's American, mum is British. I moved to England when I was 7, which meant my kids do not qualify for citizenship until I go through the whole process. I have to pay for them, for their visas, their medicals, all that kind of stuff to bring them over. Depending on what time, Billy, if you lived in America, what they told me at the embassy is if you lived in America for 2 years after the age of 14, your children automatically qualify. You must be rich, that's a lot of money. £14,500 saving over 4.5 years is really not that much money. Is there a shark in the water? No. Good morning, DJ Fox. 505,000. Chris, what are you talking about, dude? $560,000. Have I encountered any cool animals? Yes. Crazily beautiful birds. A woodpecker I've never seen in my entire life apart from on TV. Constant fighting birds out there. It's wild. We're in Florida. We're in South Jacksonville. The UK just had 40 days of non-stop rain. Oh no, I know. My mum said it's been raining pretty much since January. You know, the normal houses in the UK and the US is a bit bigger and the same price. Pretty much. More for your money. You come over here with, well, first off, your money in England is worth more out here, number one. And then also your houses you get much more for your money. I've only seen a woodpecker on TV and in books and stuff, never in real life. They don't exist in England. What made you move? Higher income, lower taxes, better quality of life, better weather 90% of the year. It's not an otter. People, otters have really tiny little cute faces. This is a beaver looking face. It's more of like a boxy face, wiry fur. I didn't see its tail again today, but I swear it looks like one, okay? The cost of healthcare depends on your insurance. Can be low, can be high. I think people That's like one of the biggest talking points about America, and and it varies so drastically. I know, Michelle, but I haven't seen its tail. I didn't see its tail today, so am I allowed to go swimming in there? I wouldn't want to go swimming in there. How do you feel about politics, UK versus US? They're all nonsense. What can I focus on? My daily life, being a good person, giving my family a good life. Do you have red-beaked pigeons? Ooh, I don't know. I've not seen one of those. How long's it been since I moved to the US? Hey, how you doing? I recognize your name. 7 months. San Diego's better than Florida. I have family in San Diego, my dad's side. But I miss chocolate digestives. My husband does. They're so loud, these ones. I don't know what these are. What's that bird? Are basic everyday food and essentials cheaper in the US or UK based on the same value of the currency? I couldn't tell you based on the value of the currency. All I can say is I pay roughly the same for groceries. There's not much difference. Other things are more expensive. Personal items, shampoo, conditioners, shower gels, toilet paper, blah, 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 that tends to be more expensive, but I coupon. So I coupon at CVS, which drastically reduces what I pay for those items. So it probably would be roughly the same as what I pay in the UK. What else is cheaper? Fuel is cheaper out here. Fuel is cheaper out here, but car insurance is more expensive. My electric bills are cheaper, but my water's more expensive. You know. Am I scared of pew-pews? No. Her husband's a spy, watch out. What? I need to shop at Sam's Club for essentials. See, I coupon, and I do a pretty good job at couponing. What culture shocks did you have when you first moved over? The size of everything, how nice everyone was, and the unbelievable choice in every single aspect of life. Your choice is huge out here. The kids love it. Luca, we were talking about it yesterday, how happy they are. Don't the food have lots of artificial chemicals, or do you shop at Whole Foods only? No, I shop everywhere. You don't have to eat the heavily ultra-processed food that America is known for. There is plenty of selection and choice available to eat however you choose to. You can choose to eat unhealthy. You can choose to eat super healthy out here. Yeah, it's not the wild, wild west out here, everybody. Minimum wage in Florida, I think it's $15 or $16. How much would your house actually cost in the UK? Ooh, Charles, it depends where you live. If you plop this house where I lived, I couldn't find anything that was as big. That's the first thing. But you were looking at about 800,000 to $1 million. We're in South Jacksonville. CVS couponing is amazing, Laura. Yes, yes, yes. If you can afford it, I think eating worse is more expensive. Go and try and get some corn dogs from Walmart. You're looking at $7, $8 a box. Like, what? Iguanas are in the south. That is correct, Dave. We don't get any iguanas up here. Do my kids miss the UK? Do they miss their friends and stuff? No, we've been here for 7 months now. They've moved on. They have friends here now. They have an unbelievable sport focus now, which doesn't exist in the UK. My son is doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. My daughter is competitive gymnastics. You cannot compare the UK version of competitive sports to the US. It is huge here. Oh, it's 14 an hour here right now. And I know it's going up though. Before we moved, I knew they were planning on pushing it up again to 15. That's the one. It's going to increase to 15. Thank you. I thought it was. The UK doesn't focus on sports at all. No, America, that's what I loved. Another reason we moved here is because how sport focused their school system is. They absolutely love it. Thank you for the gifts, Colette. Thank you. BJJ is grappling. It's more than wrestling. I watched it for the first time yesterday and I was shook. It was crazy. Have you adapted to, do you mean Fahrenheit? Because it says father hair. Have you adapted to father hair? Fahrenheit? No. I'm getting there. You double it and then you add 30. It depends on where you live as how much your life costs out here. Sure, ignore my comments. I'm not seeing comments because I have a beautiful mod. I have moderators who will remove comments that are rude or inflammatory or whatever. Or is it something you wanted to do to move there, or your partner's idea? Both of us. Are you allowed to say things online? Like what, Adam? I don't know who that is, TJ. I will assume that is a compliment. You're not asking real questions, I'm asking real questions. What are the real questions you're asking? I'm assuming it's going to be something heavily political, because otherwise my mods don't really touch genuine questions. What do I do for work? I am a content creator. I work part-time. I create content on TikTok and YouTube. Are you under a visa? I am very lucky to be a dual citizen. My husband is over on the IR1 and my children are on the IR2 family sponsorship visas. My husband's not American, no, he's British. Do I feel safe in the US? Yes. Do I feel safer? I feel no different. The only real comparable difference that I can say is that I'm able to defend myself in Florida. And I'm not talking GUNs, I'm talking mace, I'm talking pepper spray, I'm talking a taser. I can defend myself out here. I cannot do that in England. I watched the Gabby Petito one last night. Riri, I've watched all of those. True crime is like my thing and it's terrifying. My husband has a GUN, I don't need one. My comment, hi Charlotte, my comment was, it is either, but most likely it's YouTube has been having a lot of issues in removing people's comments for some reason. Okay, I think YouTube and TikTok will automatically remove certain comments as well, due to whatever reason. How expensive was my house? We rent it, but to buy this is £400,000, $560,000. Good morning, Dago Blue. Hi from Poland. Why do you find a need to defend yourself? As a woman, Chris, that's what. Someone's asking me if I feel safer here. Dogs everywhere. And I was explaining to that person that I feel just as safe wherever I am, except in Florida, as a woman, I can defend myself out here. In UK, you cannot carry anything considered a weapon. Is it true that non-lethal pepper spray is illegal in England? Anything considered a weapon, you cannot carry. Why wouldn't you defend yourself? Well, in England, you can't. GUNs are scary. Inanimate objects are not scary. People who should not hold or wield inanimate objects, they're the scary people. Inanimate objects themselves are not scary. My comment was, if you ever want to take a road trip to South Carolina and we have a lot of history around us, it's great for families, look at Patriots Point. Thank you, Charlotte. We are going to be doing a lot more traveling as time goes by. It's just a bit tricky with my husband's work situation at the minute to do it. I mean, I'm just going to start doing trips on my own. What do you guys think? Should I just take my kids places? How do you feel about sending your children to school with the whole shooting situations? If you do some research, and you'll realize that America's enormous. America has over 115,000 schools. Over 50 million children in school. The actual risk to my child, for my child to be affected, would be over 600 million. So if you look at other risks in our lives, such as walking to the car, getting in the car, you're more likely, by hundreds of millions of times more likely, to be affected by a severe or fatal car crash. But we still do it every day. Hello from Dorset. Do alligators live behind me? I've not seen one there yet. No. How is it without the NHS? Fine. Pretty good. I'm going to Florida next month. Any tips for when we go? Ooh. Explore. Save up lots of money. Have fun. Definitely go to the springs if it's warm enough. If no one was allowed to carry stuff, then it would be safer. But that will never happen, unfortunately. There will never be a time when no one carries and no one owns anything. Criminals will always get hold of whatever they need. Always. If you take GUNs out of the picture 100%, it would never be that way. All the good people wouldn't have any, but all the criminals would have them. And then you're in a messy situation. We're in South Jacksonville. Criminals don't care about rules. They will do whatever they need. You cannot stop. Like, it's crazy if you think about it, right? Oh, my hair, honestly. If you think about the reality, right, of just having my back, just me being sat here right now. What is stopping someone over there who sees me coming over and unaliving me? Nothing. Literally nothing. A door will not stop someone. A window will not stop someone. Access to a weapon will not stop someone. If someone wants to do something, they do it. You can't do nothing about it. We live life in constant, you never know what's going to happen. And it's pretty awful. You picked up an accent? I don't think so. Did I hear what happened at Jack's Beach? No. Did you hear what happened in England yesterday? No. Did you hear what happened to a driving instructor where I used to live? In the exact town I used to live in. I was hit by a car and had a TBI. I don't know what TBI is from England. I'm sorry you were hit by a car, dude. Hope you're okay. The weather doesn't look good today. It's going to clear up. We're a bit cloudy today. It's okay. How long have I been here? 7 months. Are there any concerns about you or your family had while moving or before moving? Obvious concerns. Yes, we were inundated with fear-mongering by family, by friends, by the internet. And the reality of life is exactly how everyone explained it who made the move. Everyone explained what life is actually like here, and that has turned into a reality. What time is it? It is 8:34. Leaving the Brits to the biggest fight of the millennium. Eek, that's a bit eek. Quantum, it's not. Leaving the UK to the US is the best thing that we ever did. I'm looking so pale in this light today. It's crazy. I live in LA. Hi. What does your partner do for work, and would you recommend living there? We would recommend living here. If it's something that you want to do, you'd have to make that decision. Crystal, hello, my darling. Thank you. My husband is a ex-British military. He did 20 years in the British military. He's retired. He now works for in a teaching capacity. He was bomb disposal. So he teaches civilian companies, private companies out here, etc. Thank you for the follow, Sally Ann. Hey, we've got lots of newbies in here today. How am I finding the tipping culture? It's okay. I left a $10 tip for my $12 breakfast yesterday because we like her and she's lovely. And she pays such attention to my kids. And she's very sweet. And she recognizes every time we come in. And we like her. Why did I choose Florida? Higher income, lower taxes, better quality of life, better weather. And we wanted Florida as well. Karen, thank you for the roses. Has everyone added teal to their wardrobe color scheme? I have some teal in my wardrobe. I think my daughter does. My son doesn't. My kids are 8 and 10. Who said you're welcome to me? Oh, Karen, thank you, my darling. Are you going to buy a property out there? Yes, we're buying this year. We are in the process of getting our mortgage in writing, as it were. Being pre-approved. I know, Deborah. She's normally my bird. Normally she's in my tree. Don't know where she is today. She's flying around. Thank you for the follows. Pre-approval. I'm getting pre-approval for a mortgage at the minute, which is very exciting. My husband has only been in employment since November, but they have said that we have a credit rating now. It exists. How cool is that? We actually have a credit rating out here now. It takes 6 months from once you started building credit to be on the credit system. Crystal and Karen, thank you. Thank you so much for the heart me's and roses and gifts and stuff. You're so sweet. If you guys haven't already, please press that repost button. If 260 of you press that repost button, it'd be amazing. Jacob, do you live in a gated community? We do not, no. It sounds beautiful here this morning. Was it expensive to move? £14,500. Deborah, thank you for the repost. ECG Madrid, thank you for the repost. Henry, Karen, Queen of the Cove, Deborah, thank you for the reposting. I don't know why everyone always asks me about the immigration service. I really don't. I don't understand why people need to ask that question. Apart from trying to provoke. I don't know what my hair is doing today. Oh my goodness. Hello from Greece. Are you permanently living out there? Yes. Who just sent me a gift and I missed it? Moses just sent me a torch on YouTube. I have no idea what that is. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I didn't see it. I have two screens up. I have YouTube here and I have TikTok up here. Thank you so much. Roger, hello, good morning. Waffle House is our weather channel. £14,500 is to move is insane. That's how much it costs for 2 weeks in Florida now if booking from the UK. Lauren, that's crazy. That includes dogs, Lauren. That includes 3 chihuahuas. If it was no chihuahuas, it would be 9,500. The kids are finding school perfectly. They have adapted absolutely beautifully. Is the feeling of living in the US the same as what it is like to watch the movies? A bit of both, because not everywhere looks like the movies, but some places do. Our neighborhood looks pretty much like the movies. I like your hair. Thank you. It's a mess today. And it's due a wash, but also the humidity is getting to my hair. Do you think you'll gain an American accent over time, or do you think you'll stay with the British? I don't know. I don't think adults change their accent enormously. I think it adapts and it changes slightly. Are the houses made of wood? I'll let Americans explain to you how the houses are built. Do you think they would build wood houses if you live in Florida where there are hurricanes? They have to live up to a certain hurricane code. Emma, thank you for the follow. They arrested Prince Andrew. I know, I saw. I mean, yes. Do you realise that that's the first time in history, in 400 years, when a British royal has been arrested? Are you aware of the significance of this moment? Bravo, I say. Bravo. It's a cute accent. Thank you. Why did we move to Florida? Higher income, lower taxes, better quality of life. Why was he arrested? Do you not keep up with the news? Epstein, people. Am I scared about the GUN culture? No. Hello from Ghana. Nose ring, goodbye. Oh, Maggie. Maggie, my moderator on YouTube, anytime people are like, ew, that nose ring, she goes, deleted. The nose ring's hot, bro. Yes, come on. I'm thinking of exchanging to live with family over in America. I would love to do sports. What do your children do? Billy, my son does jiu-jitsu. He didn't he, Crystal? My son does jiu-jitsu, and he got a medal yesterday. I couldn't show all of the footage in my YouTube TikTok video because obviously there's other kids there. There's the branding of the dojo. I did like a tiny snippet. But he fought crazy. Like, my son is very sweet, on the soft cookie end. My husband's very military and I'm very like emotional, and my son is very much on my side of the world, bless him. But he kicked butt yesterday. It was wild. Jiu-jitsu isn't all that much I can accomplishment. I don't know what that means. Rocket Mortgage, I have looked at them. They're literally one of the people that we're looking at. Hello, how does the America compare under Trump's administration? I've known no different. We've only lived here for 7 months. However, life is right now, is what it is right now. Oh, did we see Florida news? Oh, my hair. Did we see Florida news? That we have, it's gone through, what was it? Some crazy amount of people voted for the property tax overhaul. Dylan, are you BSing me or someone else? I'm confused. Have you travelled around the US? Have you visited Chicago? I've not visited Chicago. We have done some travelling. Soft-hearted boys grow up to wonderful men. Absolute bloody lootly. He's going to be the most wonderful... Dylan. He's going to be the most wonderful boyfriend. He is sweet and kind and strong and funny, and I'm unbelievably proud of him. And now he's quite aggressive when he wants to be. How is ice? I don't know. I have had no interaction. Well, my Sunday plans, we have a gymnastics competition today. That's what we're doing. I'm obsessed with the Spud Guy potato food truck. I wonder if Americans eat that. American eats mashed potato, baked potato. Well, it looks a bit windy. It's a little bit icky today. Your accent's already starting to fade. Last time I saw you live in August. It's going to adapt. That's inevitable. Don't go to Chicago, it's a turd. Is it? Oh, everyone says that. Everyone says something bad about different places. It does not eliminate all taxes, just the one on your property. Yes, it doesn't do school. So the school money that comes from property taxes is protected, but the other portion is due to be eradicated or removed over time. Hi, Molly. Is Florida less expensive? No. Florida's more expensive. America's starting World War III, is it? Let's see. Hi, Esme. Molly, I'm really good. How are you? What part of Florida near Orlando, Tampa, or Fort Myers? We are in South Jacksonville. Melissa? South Jacksonville. I have been to Jacksonville Zoo. Pretty cool. Smaller than I expected. Thank you for the gifts, Lauren. Thank you so much. I'm not really a city person. Your mod muted me on my super fab account. OG! Never! OG, if you... Oh, you're muted, so you're back tomorrow. Apologies. Someone muted you. One of my mods. OG bestie. What did you say? I'm joking. How long have I lived in Florida? 7 months. Did you see the Olympics and Alyssa won for America? Is she the ice skater? I saw some ice skating. Queen, thank you for the follow. Chili, thank you for the follow. Good morning, everyone. Who? Oh, you were political. OG. I'm joking. OG, you have to announce. You can talk that kind of stuff with this account, so everyone knows who you are. I love the Winter Olympics. It's been good. You've grown so much followers in the last few months. I have. Since I moved here, it's been a very big growth, but it's been very small now. The growth, because I mean today I've got lots of new people in, but for the last kind of couple weeks, it's been pretty much followers only that have really been in the lives. Am I married? I'm married, yes. Probably watch too much TV. Is Millie feeling good for the competition? Yes, thank goodness. Hi, Shannon. She was so poorly for the last competition, like, she probably shouldn't have gone, really. Hi, Esme. Where did you live beforehand? We were in Saffron Walden in Essex. Esme, I'll say Millie says hi. I'll tell Millie hi. Mr. J, US to Canada. As in US, I'm confused by the statement, Mr. J. Does that mean US is bigger than Canada or US is better than Canada? You haven't come on my feed for months. Muddy Mama, that is what I've had. I've heard that from lots and lots of followers. My suggestion is to unfollow and then refollow if you're having issues seeing any of my content or my lives, because TikTok does not show your content to your followers first. Isn't that the strangest thing? Hi Steph, I've not caught one of your lives for ages. How are you? I enjoy living in Florida more than Britain. I agree, I do too. Hi, how are you? I'm really good, Cuban. How are you? If you're new over here, make sure you send us a follow. Muddy Mama and Stacy, thank you for refollowing, guys. It's really weird. TikTok's so strange. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also on YouTube, guys. My content is very similar. I'm really not getting into the wide lens content at the minute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm struggling with that. Would I go on holiday to the Bahamas? I would. Yes, please. What didn't you like about the UK? Grace, thank you for the follow. What didn't I like about the UK? Well, weather. I mean, it was pretty much like this, 24/7. I'm like, when the geeks make that noise, I'm like, what are we doing? But it's like mating season. Oh, here they come, look. There they are. Just walking. They're the funniest ones, the Muscovy ducks. They're like, you should do vlogs of your day. I know. I do mini vlogs, trying to build my dog's TikTok and learning what a strange place it is can be for views. Oh, Steph, TikTok's, oh, I hair. I need to wash this hair. It is wild. Do I know the Rush family? No. I don't know any other families out here, especially if they're like TikTok families or YouTube families or something. Are you married? Yes, I've been married for 12 years. Your accent's just lovely. Thank you, Johnny. Your hair's fine. It's not, Cheryl. Please do a gram. What do you mean a gram? Do you mean Instagram? Hetch and Millie, they don't come on my lives. TikTok Live is not the best place for kids. My hair's very long. My hair's crazy. We lived here for 7 months. Yes, they are patriots for Trump. Yes, they are mating. That is exactly mating. Do you know what? Duck mating season is so stressful to watch. Have you ever seen it? Why don't you need to put your hair up? I could do, but I just don't have a hairband right now. Why would you move to Florida? America is such a bad place at the minute. I don't agree. Some things that are happening in America, yes. But America as a whole, no. Fantastic. Oh, the poor girl ducks. It's the most dramatic thing I've ever seen in my life. How much do you pay for your house? It's a rental, £2,500, $3,300. 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 3,000 square foot. A-rated neighborhood, A-rated school district. There's no iguanas up here, I'm afraid, in North Florida. Thank you, Patriot. What shoes am I rocking? Bare feet. 69, man! How you doing? Why did you choose Florida out of so many places, weather or anything in particular? Florida was the one that we wanted. We wanted to start our journey in America in Florida. We are planning to purchase either this house or something in this area. Do I miss Tesco? No. Do I miss any British shops? No. America has such a collection, it's crazy. What's dramatic about the ducks? Okay, if you've never seen a duck mating, basically the boy pretty much drowns the female duck. He holds her head underwater until he finishes his deed. Sometimes the duck dies and drowns. Yesterday I threw a rock at them. Who just landed? Birdies. Yesterday I threw a rock at one. I didn't actually hit it, I threw it next to it. The male ducks need a little bit of sorting out. Is life better here? Yes. For someone who doesn't have a visa route, a US visa, what would you recommend? You need to look at what visas will work for you and your family. I visited my family in Maidstone every 4 years. Last year I went and really felt ashamed of what had happened to my peeps and how they couldn't talk about their land and was ruined with trash. That's sad. I think it all depends on where you live as well. Am I in Orlando? No, we're in South Jacksonville. What do you do about your family in the UK? I don't do anything about it. If they would like to, they can come and visit us out here in our holiday destination. Mike, I threw it near the duck, who was drowning another duck. There's a really cute story. My dog back in the UK, in Ocala today, my dog back in the UK, bless her, she's died obviously, she rescued a female duck who was being attacked by 7 male ducks. Her feathers were pulled out, she was being drowned, and my golden, no, she wasn't a golden retriever, she was a curly-haired Labrador. She ran out into the lake, swam out into the lake, and shooed away the male ducks and ushered the female duck onto shore. So cute. Do I miss my family? I have been living away from my family from probably the age of 17. My husband's ex-military, so we have lived in other countries and we've lived across England. So I've always lived very far away from family, so they've not been an integral part of my daily life, like they are for some families. How are the vet fees in comparison? It's very expensive in England. We had a very inexpensive vet. It's now $90 just to be seen out here. He's not Kath, no. Animals are better than us for that. Yeah, OG Bessie, that's why I threw the rocket near the duck and stopped him from drowning the lady duck yesterday. Because I can't watch it, it makes me feel sick, and I'm not just going to walk away. Do I miss free healthcare? It's not free in England. You pay exuberant taxes. Am I in Florida? Yes. Is it better or would you say the UK is better? In my personal opinion, after living in the UK for 29 years and living here now, I prefer life here. Will you take the children to see where you were born? No. No plan to. Vegan vibes. I'm not vegan. What about your brother's sister's niece and nephew? I don't have any sisters. I have one brother. Unfortunately, we're not on talking terms and haven't been for a little while. Family drama, people. Family drama. My niece and nephew. Very sweet. I spoke to my niece yesterday. Taxes that equal 20k a year, like the 1700 a month here in the States. No, Mike. My health insurance is astronomical right now, and it's temporary. Tony! Howdy, y'all. We find out Monday, guys. Monday, my husband will get his email about the health insurance policies and plans to pick for April. I'm so excited. They're paying 50 and 60% of policies, my husband's company. I'm very excited. There's 3 tiers. There's 3 tiers of health insurance to pick from with his company. I'm very, very excited. And I will let you know what they are and how much they cost. I don't have a relationship with his sister, and I just say that I love her from afar. Yeah, Maggie. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you, Lauren. I'm going to Cape Coral for spring break. Have a great time. Can you believe a lollipop cost almost £4? What? I don't think so. I don't know where you're buying your lollipops from. We did calculations for the UK for taxes, so we paid roughly £450 a month in our taxes with our national insurance directly towards the NHS. £450 a month directly towards the NHS. How do you find the humidity in Florida? It's alright, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. Would you say the schools are welcoming to British kids? Yes. The only problem with Florida is they're scared of tornadoes. I think you mean hurricanes. Emily, do you ever lie in? Not really. I just wanted to hear you say lollipop. You have Cobra right now, it's so expensive. What? Cobra what? Agreed, Mike. There's no you cannot compare British healthcare and American healthcare. They are completely different platforms. Social healthcare and private healthcare. You cannot compare them. They're not going to equal price because they never will, because the service is entirely different. American healthcare is private. I do not have to wait 15 months to see a gynecologist or 16 months to see an ear, nose and throat doctor. Or if my child needs to be assessed for ADHD or any other conditions like that, it's a 4-year wait in England. That does not exist out here. Endo, if you need an endo, what's it called? Endometriosis appointments. I want to say the wait time is 18 months to a year, if I remember exactly. You can see any provider or specialist when you need to see them in the US. Yeah. Does the community mess with your hair? Yes. Yeah, 15 months. Isn't that insane? Does anyone say anything about the accents? Every now and again, 50% of people will mention something. Christine, thank you for the good morning. That's my live goal today, guys. That the good mornings are my. I don't really talk about them anymore, the live goals, but that's my live goal right there. Is the good mornings. It is crazy to wait that long. People don't know that. I think Americans don't realize the wait times that we have in the UK to see specialists. So, for example, my son and daughter have a dedicated pediatrician. They do not have so in England it's called a GP, a general practice doctor, a doctor who kind of does a bit of everything. They're the ones you see first, and you can see them very quickly, usually. And good morning, Angie. And then you would have a referral to see a specialist from that person. So if you need to go see a pediatric specialist, if you need to go see a pediatrician, that's considered a specialist in England. Whereas my kid's GP, my kid's normal doctor, is a pediatrician. Would I ever move somewhere else in the US? Maybe. Maybe, you never know. Bong water. There's rude people everywhere, unfortunately. The difference is wait or never to be able to afford to go. Anyways, that's not true, Mike. Would you rather wait 15 months to see a specialist or pay $90 to see a specialist in America? Hi, Sunshine! What shops do you recommend for home stuff? Ooh. Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Burlington, Home Sense, Kohl's today. Why did you choose Jacksonville? The school system. Christine, thank you. I love At Home. At Home's fabulous. Do I have a boyfriend? No, I have a husband. Sunshine. Hey, I've seen some nasty comments about someone asking you why you want to move. Am I allowed to? Of course you can ask why I want to move. Absolutely. I wanted to move because I wanted to. I wanted a better quality of life for my family, higher income, lower taxes, and better weather. It's pretty much our reasons. They're trying to push GPs here in America. Absolutely decline. You're far better. Was that for children they're trying to do, are they? Hi, good morning. I miss B&M so much. Oh, I don't. No. Can I say it's a Jet2 holiday? I love that one. I should have done a video about the Jet2 holiday. I don't do trend videos. I don't really do them. How long did you want to move before you did? 5 years. 4.5 years it took me and my husband working 5 jobs between us to make the move. The US has a better quality of life than the UK, question mark. Higher income, lower taxes, more money in your pocket, more money to enjoy life, affording a nicer house, affording to live in a nice area with a nice school system. All equals better quality overall, yes. Do I celebrate Thanksgiving? We did, small. General practitioners are not doctors. GPs are doctors in England. Why is the wait so long to see a specialist? Because it's public healthcare. That's why. It's public. Which means everyone's on the wait list. Tony, welcome in. Oh, it's going to start to rain. No! We're from England. Okay. We're going to move under the cover. Hold up. It's a raining man. Ooh. Hallelujah. Don't judge my comfy outfit. Okay? Oh, where'd the wind come from? Oh, okay. Floridian rain. Okay. You can still see the palm. It's just a bit darker here. La 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 la. Oops. I've got someone just called me a She-Hulk? Oh my goodness, why? Why are you calling me a She-Hulk? Do I have a sister? No. Sophie, thank you for the heart me. Well, I've got about 10 minutes left of the live, guys, and I'm going to have to go, okay? 10 minutes. If you haven't already followed and subscribed, please go do those things. Expensive healthcare, overpriced housing, higher rates of violence, etc. You missed the fact that income is significantly higher, taxes are lower, houses are not overpriced. I don't know what you're talking about. Violence depends on where you live. I live in a safer area than where I moved from in the UK. How do I feel about hurricane season? I prepare for it. I don't worry about it. I judge my worry based on Waffle House and my neighbours. Do you have to have a certain amount of money to move to America? How long do you have to wait to be a citizen? I think it depends on your card. It depends how you come here and how you have access to citizenship. Will depend on your visas. How much money you need to move here, again, depends on what visa you're coming over on. We had to prove to the US government that we had enough money to sustain ourselves for 3 years. Other than TikTok, did you find a job? I don't need to right now. My job is part-time content creation, parent full-time, and if I choose to, I'm waiting for the school jobs to be released in May to see what I might get back into the Montessori classroom. Waffle House, that's so American. Yeah, if they're open, dude. Oh, the job's good in Jacksonville. Oh. I'm not someone who can tell you what the job job pool is like in a city. I don't know how I'd have that information for you. Did you have to prove the validity of your marriage? Yes, it's called proving that you are married with a marriage certificate. I've not been to Universal. No, I go for my medical student. Medical student for my visa. Not no. I'm so excited. Hey there, can you live? Hey, here on live, can you pledge allegiance to the flag of America? I don't learn that. The children do, not me. And I think that's so cute. And when we're at gymnastics competitions, we do the allegiance. Oh no, it's not. Or is it the? No, it's not the allegiance. We do the. Oh my goodness, what's it called? Oh, my brain. Yeah, that's one. The anthem. Thank you. My goodness, Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Hell yeah, kids do that in school. I remember that as a kid. It instills a incredible pride in your country. I love that. I hope they never change that. I think British children need to have a bit more pride in their country from a young age. Was the marriage certificate enough? I've heard of people having to provide a lot of evidence. Marriage certificate is all you need to prove that you're married. There is no other piece of paperwork that proves that you're married apart from your marriage certificate. Is there anything you miss about the UK? Honestly, no. Lauren. Garbage music, garbage movies, and garbage TV shows. Are you talking about America? Do you have restrictions on things like voting? It depends on what visa you come over on. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know what my husband's rules are. You only need evidence if you go on a fiancé visa or a spousal visa. See, my husband came over on a spousal visa, but we just proved... I mean, you have to prove other things. You have to prove identity, but the only proof there is of marriage is a marriage certificate. How do the kids like it? The kids love it. Lauren, thank you. Do you ever think of other European countries? Do I ever think of other European countries? No. Stop the music. How come you never see a school bus until you get behind one? I just started my channel. Can you please give me a shout out? Hello, Pink Volleyball. M1 is a termination of marriage. Oh, Chris, have you terminated your marriage? I love watching your house tours. Thank you. Do you remember moving to the UK and was going to school difficult? I was bullied relentlessly when I moved from the US to the UK age 7. Melissa, my son is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. My daughter does competitive gymnastics. Max, thanks for the repost. Hello, how are you today? I'm very good. Ghost, how are you? Calvin, hello. Oh, Chris, I'm sorry to hear that. I'd love to move to Florida, but my fiance lives in cold Boston. Oh, it's too cold. Tough BASTARD with the $5 super chat. Good morning. How are your kids adjusting to the move and how are they being treated in school? Beautifully. My kids have adjusted like ducks to water. Everyone has been unbelievably kind. Unlike when I moved to England, I was bullied relentlessly in primary school. My kids have been welcomed in. The teachers are lovely. Their education, I feel, is better. People like to be the opposite side. They like to think that British education system is better. In my opinion, based on my experience, I would say the school here is better than where they've come from. But yeah, they are doing amazing. Amazing. They have lots of friends already, absolutely. Tonya, thank you for the populars. Why leave your country to come to the worst country in the world? Oh, I disagree. Have you lived anywhere else? Maggie, those comments are fine. Don't need to delete those, honestly, they're fine. Anything, Maggie, that's just nasty, you know, those kind of comments are fine. Because I don't believe that this country is the worst. I don't think, if you believe that America was the worst country in the world, I don't think you see what's happening in the rest of the world. Americans love accents. They do. I think everyone loves that. Who doesn't love an accent? How come your family didn't choose Australia? That's another popular choice for Brits. Australia has its challenges, but its lifestyle, the weather, the salary is still better than the UK. Agreed, but we didn't have a tie to Australia. Our tie was here. America, Florida, this was where we wanted to go. This is where we came for our honeymoon. This is where our brains had it set in here. Yes, Dylan. Do I have my own pool? No. I wish I did. Sounds like Florida in the background. It is. How can you tell? Honestly, your UK accent isn't as thick as some others I've heard. No, my accent is a very mixed accent. You will find some Brits who live in specific areas of England. They have a very thick accent from wherever they're from. I've moved around a lot. I've never lived in one place. So I have an accent that's very mixed. You're so positive about the US. Thank you, T. I'm truthful about my experiences, my feelings, my life. If they come across as positive, then they come across as positive. I speak as I find. I genuinely mean this with the respect. Do you feel any negativity towards America? No. I think there are particular people doing awful things everywhere in the world, including America and including England and everywhere else. You're living there and it's your reality, so you can say what it is real on what you see. Exactly. But people still don't accept it. People still do not accept. Like, I think I made a video about our HOA being $5 a month, and the amount of people are like, no. Someone's like, oh honey, it can't be $5 a month. No, sorry. And I'm like, it is. Like, do we need receipts? They're like, oh, there's no way that you pay that for your car insurance, or there's no way that you pay that for your fuel. I'm like, I do. Can I speak with a Birmingham accent? No. I can't wait to move to Florida. It's honestly one of my favourite places to go, and I travel all over the place. Yay! When are you moving? There's definitely there are HOAs with a very monthly rent. Yeah, I don't know why it's that low. It's an old neighbourhood, you know. It was built this house is 1999. I like older houses. They're built better, in my opinion. Ceely, C-E-L-Y, if you live in America, you'll know that America has 115,000 schools and over 50 million children in schools. And if you have children, you would have done the research and the done the paperwork onto the risks of all aspects of life, here or anywhere in the world. How come you moved to the UK? You're not British? ? I was born in Seattle. My dad's American, my mum is English. My parents divorced. Age 7, I arrived in England, and I was then raised by my mother solely. After some on and off separating between my mother and my father. I was raised in England from the age of 7 by my British family. I went to school in England. I worked in England. I had a family. I lived in England for 29 years. So I am British, with the very lucky that I also have an American passport, which is a winner. It looks like a lovely morning in Florida. It is. We're in North Florida though. They don't, Esme. No, I drive my kids to school. What's a dollar store Brighton before joining AI says that about you? I have no idea. How strange. That is so weird. The AI thing for TikTok, I don't like it. It's weird. What do I do for a living? I'm a content creator part-time. That's what I do. I'm not afraid of ice. No. Florida schools are cool. They all have swimming pools. Mine doesn't. Maybe it's middle school and high school. Did you have an American accent when you moved over to the UK? Absolutely. I had a very thick American accent. I was bullied relentlessly in primary school. I was bullied until I went to secondary school. We're waiting for 2 foot of snow on Long Island. It looks so peaceful there. I love it. It's beautiful here. When... Oh, I did that one already. Esme. I'll tell him, Esme. Millie will laugh so much. You should be afraid of ice. You could slip and fall. Correct, not known. Some of y'all need to turn off your TVs and your media, says Mr. Good on YouTube. I think that's very true. I think that people need to take a break from the TV. And if you're watching American news is something different. American news is like a TV show. That's the only way I can describe it. It's like a reality TV show, but reality is real. but it's so, like, when it comes to weather, it's so dramatized out here. It, like, terrifies people. And if you ask most people, they're like, yeah, the news is wild. Can I do an American accent? No. Most high schools have pools. Yes. Well, because sport's big out here. News just tells you the worst. There needs to be a good news channel. Like when those children were rescued in Florida. How many children? I can't remember how many children were rescued from child trafficking. I didn't see that on the news anywhere. Do people stand in hurricanes in the UK? There aren't hurricanes in the UK. We have other storms. I don't know what they're called. They're pretty wild though. They take your trampoline out your garden. Yeah, Jay, we haven't really looked at Texas. I think Florida's our one for now. There you go. Rescued from where, says Mike, because no one knows. The FBI and ICE worked together to rescue, if you just Google it, you'll find it, to rescue a bunch of children from child trafficking here in Florida. Let's switch places. No, thank you. I am staying right here. Do you get compliments on your feet? No, my feet looking gross. Like from a house. I don't know, it was a whole investigation, Mike. Hi, Anne. It was a big old thing. During hurricane season, the news makes it sound like it's the end of the world. It does, it's crazy. Yeah, Jeremiah, someone asked about feet. I know, Dylan. People don't realize that is also what that immigration service does. They rescue children too. But you don't see that, unfortunately. Like with everything, you just see a tiny little pinhole of the story. Yeah, Judy. The one crocodile that lives in my Walmart. I watch the BBC American news. They report without sensationalizing. Thank you. Oh, that's good. I'll have to watch that one. Hi from Tampa Bay, Florida. Hello, everyone on YouTube. Hello, everyone on TikTok. Do you ever feel a tad bitter about the UK? No. The UK was what it was. It raised me. It educated me. It made me who I am today, living in England. And now I have the absolute joy of living the next part of my life here in America. You're not full because I live here, chill. I don't own a GUN, my husband does. Can I do a British accent? I'm doing one. So either England is tropical or you're on vacation. No, I live here. I live here. It's pretty beautiful. But I'm going to head off now. So if you haven't followed already, she has a British accent. So if you haven't followed already or press the subscription button on YouTube. There's 83 people on YouTube. Good morning, my name's Emily. If you've never met me, I've living in Florida for 7 months. Moved from the UK. If you're new here on TikTok, there's 200 of you here on TikTok. Am I legally living here? Yes, I am. The sound of birds is so calming. It is. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Billy Bob, we're just about to say goodbye. Can I do an American accent? Good evening, darling. Actually, no, I heard a Louisiana accent. That was cool. Like a thick Louisiana accent. Sometimes a crush on my son. Yes, I know, chill. She's one of Millie's friends from back in the UK. Thank you. Millie has a gymnastics competition. So, how do you find the Americans have warmed to you? Very. Very. Americans are lovely. You'll either have someone who's unbelievably fascinated with your move and your story and be like, wow, what an incredible thing. Because Americans are very much, they praise hard work, they praise accomplishments, they praise bravery, they praise all of that stuff. So us moving from England to America, they're like, whoa, that's incredible. Like, what an incredible family, what an incredible story. And I love that. So yeah, have a wonderful day. I hope you all have a great Sunday. I will be live tomorrow morning and we will talk about Millie's competition. Hopefully it goes well. If you haven't already, please engage with my latest video on TikTok. And yeah, thank you for joining in. Any last minute bits to subscribe here on YouTube and to follow over here on TikTok? Last chance before we go. Yeah, have a go Millie. Fingers crossed Millie's gonna be good. Fingers crossed. Have a great day, Maggie. Thank you for wishing luck to Millie. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a wonderful Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow.